Hello you guys, how's it going? This is Immersyfy, and today we're gonna go ahead and start playing a new game for or a new playthrough for Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, the remaster edition. Since it just came out for the Nintendo Switch, that's what I'm playing it in. Let me go ahead and make sure some settings are fine. Okay, yeah, looks like everything's okay. And now, as you saw, maybe you saw right there, I'm actually gonna go ahead and play it in Mercyful mode. I just kind of want to check it out. Since this is an old game, I've already played through it. I'm just trying to get through the storyline as quick as I can. And I did play a little bit of it, and I gotta say, the voice acting is really great.
A world that loses its power will fade into nothing. If such is the fate of this world, then I shall return it to its mother's womb. The world must first die, for it to be born again. This is the path to salvation, as foretold in an ancient prophecy. The world will fall for its sins, and everyone living will vanish. But I won't let you meet the same fate. I want to help you hold on to your life. To do so, I need to know your name. Will you tell me who you are?
Now for this one's, I think the family name isn't as important. The ones that are more important are the given name, which pops out in our in the cutscenes. So we're gonna go ahead and call ourselves Immersyfy right here. Oops, here we go. And also the next one is important as well, which is the here. Let me go ahead, click done with the nickname right here. This one I think is the one that has our name in the screen when we're actually checking our stats and all that stuff. So these are the two important ones. The given name, the family name, I don't think it really matters.
That's right. As of now, your will to live shall sustain you. Believe in it, and survive.
I don't understand.
You may not understand right now, but please, don't forget what I've told you. I am the nurturer of the next world. The template for our future rests within my hands. Now, I want you to say my name aloud.
Okay, and everybody else, I'm gonna go ahead and leave their name as is. So she's gonna be known as Yuko Takao.
That's right.
Immersyfy.
I won't shed another tear, not even at this world's end. Instead, I can invite you to the world that is to come. Now go ahead, wake up. The time is here.
Please do not rush onto the train. The door is now closing.
Okay. So I just received the message. You're late, Immersyfy. What's the big idea? You forget we're visiting Miss Takao today? Just get to Yoyogi Park ASAP. Time's a wasting. It's from your classmate. Please enter your classmate's name. And we're gonna go ahead and leave it as Isamu Nita. Real talk, I'd prefer more of a private counseling scenario, but Miss Takao is a lot nicer when you're around. Oh right, be sure to dress to impress. After all, you represent me by way of association. How about that slick jacket you bought the other day, the one with the little demon sprites? Remember, you're just a mood maker, don't get it twisted, Kay? Looks like someone's trying to get his flirt on, but he's quickly gonna get shut down. Huh? How? Oh wow, an actual customer. Let me guess, you're here for Yoyogi Park. Ever since that incident went down, it's been one looky-loo after another. No one's here for the train. As you can probably tell, I've had a lot of time on my hands. You've heard the news, right? No, I haven't. Guess I had to inform you, there was a deadly riot at Yoyogi Park yesterday. If you want the gory details, go check the giant screen at Shibuya. Long story short, a couple folks lost their lives in that park. You could hear the sirens wailing all night long. Anyway, didn't mean to talk your ear off. It's just nice to have some conversation once in a while. Guess this is the corona times, you guys. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. And here's the overworld, the map of the overworld. This is actually the only thing that I didn't like about Nocturne back then, you guys, just the overworld map, but everything else is pretty cool. These little triangles are supposed to represent like each person. Quizzical young man, this student in a real sharp uniform passed by not long ago. The way he carried himself was real dignified like. Oh, and he had a cat with him, black as the uniform he wore. I don't know why, but something about that vintage style. Maybe the hat and the cape. I know I've seen it somewhere. So yeah, this is the only thing that I actually don't like about the overworld. Let's go ahead and enter the Yoyogi Park real quick.
Great. The entire park's closed off. They can't even let a guy in to snap a few photos? Guess it's not my lucky day. Huh? You need something, kid?
What happened here?
Well, here's what they said on TV. Panic erupts as a clash between corporate representatives and a civic organization ends in violent deaths. Pretty disturbing, right? But those who live on the fringe say it was a deeper struggle between two cults.
Oh, my cell phone's ringing again.
I think that's your phone going off.
Hey, are you there? Finally, I get a hold of you. What's taking you so long?
So she will be known as Chiaki Tachibana.
I could see if it was our other friend, but you're never late. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Where are you now? Yoyogi Park? Well, since you decided not to show, we had to leave without you. We're almost there now. So, yeah, would you mind coming straight to the hospital? You do know which hospital it is, right? Shinjuku Medical Center. Just go east from Shinjuku Station and keep going. You can't miss it. I guess this works out. I was planning to ask our teacher for career advice, so I'll just go ahead of you.
Is now the right time for that?
What? I happen to care about my future, thank you very much. Honestly, it's time you boys started planning ahead, too. Anyway, I'd appreciate if you could get a move on. Hope to see you soon.
Okay.
Hold up. You're on your way to Shinjuku Medical Center? That's also where I'm headed, oddly enough. Go figure. why don't you hang on to this? It's a copy of our upcoming issue. I'm assuming you don't know what went down here. Then, you probably don't know what kind of place that hospital is either. The name's Hijiri, author of The Ring of Gaia and the Scripture of Moroku. Might want to give that a read.
So I obtained an issue of Ayakashi Monthly.
Normally, you wouldn't associate a hospital with the occult. That hospital is anything but normal. Or so they say. There's a lot of misinformation floating around these days. If it turns out I'm wrong, just laugh it off, okay? Anyway, I'd better be going. Oh yeah, in the event we run into each other again, let me know how you liked my article.
So yeah, I must say the voice acting is pretty amazing so far. The lip reading is a little bit off, if you guys notice, but yeah, I'm loving the voices though. Where was that big screen? Hang on a second, you guys. It's not this one. Oh, it's actually all the way over here. The news is showing on the giant video display. Let's see what it's showing. A riot broke out yesterday at Yoyogi Park regarding the construction of a communication tower. The demonstration got out of hand and there have been several deaths and injuries reported. Furthermore, Hikawa, the top executive of Cyber's communication, remains missing. Now for the latest in entertainment, we move over to Ashimoto. So there we go, we get a nice little cutscene right there. Oh, it's not really a cutscene, just mostly just like a picture or something. Oh, here we go. So now we have to go to the Shinjuku Medical Center. I don't know about you guys, but a desolated hospital is pretty eerie to me. Look at that, looks like we're the only ones here.
Well, hey, about time. Is it just me, or is something seriously off here? There isn't anyone in sight. No nurses, no patients. Look, even the reception desk is empty. Don't you think there's something weird about this place? I sure do. Anyway, you know who is looking for our teacher right now. And big surprise, he's still gone. He'd better not be off goofing around. Oh, what's with that magazine?
Some guy gave it to me. Let's actually go with, do you want to read it?
Knowing your taste, it probably wouldn't interest me. Ayakashi Monthly. Never heard of it before. What? It's an occult magazine? Why would you bring something like that here? Well, maybe it could help me kill some time. Anyway, can you go find that bonehead? If he can't find our teacher, then I don't want to be here another minute. You should be on the second floor, where the patients' rooms are. I'll be waiting down here. Oh, and leave the mag with me. Don't leave me hanging too long, okay?
Okay, so let's go ahead and find Izumu and our teacher. Now, let me go ahead. Oh, we have the map right here. We can either use this or the elevator. No, it actually doesn't matter which way you go first, but whichever way you go, our friend will always be on the opposite side of the hospital. So if I go over here, I believe this is the right side now, or the left. He'll be on the right side. Someone is in the other hallway. And this doesn't change no matter which way you go. But if we also actually go to these vending machines, we actually have enough change to buy a drink from these Jack Frost coffee machines. So let's go ahead and buy something. And looks like we just obtained a mysterious drink. Now I can't go to my items yet, but that will actually show a little bit later on.
Oh man, you scared the crap out of me. Why'd you go sneaking up like that? Jeez, you come here late, you cause trouble. You know what? Forget it. Not worth it. I'm sure you've already noticed, but this place has been cleaned out. You think everyone, died off? I called our teacher to make sure this was it. She clearly told me. Shinjuku Medical Center.
You need to relax.
Dude, how are you not freaking out? I'm getting some super negative vibes right now.
See it right here, you guys? If you can see, like I said, this game does have incredible voice acting. But if you can see Izumu's face, he's got that kind of like drowsy eyes, and that that lip. He's got like a lip thing going on, like a twitch or something like that.
I've already checked out everywhere she might be. I'm running out of places to look.
The words don't line up with his lips movement, but hey, you know, for an old game, it's a remake, and like I said, it's got great voice acting.
Think we should just call it? Alright, I'm gonna head back down and check out how our other lady's doing. I bet she's all pissed because I've been gone so long. It ain't easy pleasing a princess. Anyway, I really hope this isn't the shitstorm it's shaping up to be.
So Izumu left the building, the room. He went back down. That's where we need to go. Now, right now, it doesn't matter if we go into these doors or not. There's nothing right here right now. But later on, we're gonna go ahead and explore all of these doors. Oh, actually, I just want to get into the elevator. The elevator's this one right here. So let's go back to the first floor. Oh, you know what, guys? Before we continue, actually, let's go ahead and check out the roof. And there is a reason why I want to show you guys this. Mainly because this is the only time you will get to see the view kind of like this. The old world. It's looking all nice and gorgeous like back in the day. For the graphics back in the day, that would be considered looking gorgeous. Okay, now let's go ahead and continue. I'm loving the jacket on our main character as well, on our demi-fiend. So you can actually see the little devil sprites that Izumu was talking about. It's actually really cool. But he does look, but he looks even better as he goes on, as we go on.
Oh, you're back. So, you know that special report at the beginning of the magazine? Well, it says some things that are more than a little unsettling. According to this, there's a group of demon worshippers who call themselves the Ring of Gaia, and they're right here in Japan. Apparently, they believe in this book of prophecy called the Scripture of Miroku. In that book, it says that chaos will engulf the world, and these people are trying to cause that somehow. Whether their idea of chaos means terrorism or something else entirely, the reporter couldn't figure that out. But get this.
No luck finding her. I even checked the men's room.
Didn't need to know that. We're in the middle of a conversation here, so save those details for later. Now, listen to this part. A hospital on the east side of Shinjuku is closely linked to the organization's sinister plan.
Let me guess. That ends with, find out more in our next issue. Though it wouldn't surprise me if that article had some truth to it. I've heard some real spooky shit about this place. Like how they run deadly experiments on patients. Or how a psychic started shrieking and bolted out of here. And of course, there's a rumor that a cult's behind it all.
You're serious? I never knew any of that. Maybe we really shouldn't have come here. I almost feel stupid for buying into some bizarre tabloid. But it does get one thing right. How creepy this hospital is.
Mm-hmm. We really need to find her, don't we? Okay, we search this place top to bottom one last time. If nothing pops up, we assume nothing's wrong, and we split. By the way, looks like you can reach the annex from the second floor. I'll go take a look up there. Whereas you have the honor of searching the basement. Oh, and you'll need this.
So we obtain an ID card?
You're the one who found the card. Why don't you search the basement? Could it be you're too scared?
Come on, this is me we're talking about. The only reason he's going is because I'm sure there's nothing down there.
Oh yeah, he's definitely scared.
Look, all you need to do is confirm that our teacher isn't in the basement. Got it? After all, saving the day is my job. Should things take a turn for the worse, just run like hell, okay?
Sounds like a plan to me.
I can't believe him sometimes. Anyway, let's focus on finding our teacher. No matter what, we have to make sure she's safe.
Okay, so let's head to the basement. Yeah, so as you guys can see, the voice acting definitely improves the story, you know, like you get it to enjoy it. You actually understand a little bit more of the story. I remember when I first played this so many years ago. Yeah, like some of the story plots just kind of went over my head. And I don't know, with the voice acting, I just find it easier to understand the storyline. You're more captivated, you're more immersed into the story, into the plot. Okay, so I believe we need to go over here. You can hear eerie sounds from the room. Will you enter? Of course. I want to see what's going on.
Who is it? Who dares disrupt this stillness? Only a lost lamb. A well-known poet once said, April is the cruelest month. Have you any inclination as to why? Because it is then one awakens from a long sleep and faces the barren world. Our history as a species is similarly barren, comprised of empty trivialities, the worthless overgrowth of a civilization blind to its sins. Continuous war and bloodshed, and thousands of years of repeating the same mistakes over and over again. The world needs to wipe its slate clean. The way to salvation was foretold in the scripture of Miroku. And today, that prophecy shall be fulfilled. The old world will sink like a setting sun, and the new world will arise in its place. Now, how should I deal with you? From what I recall, you weren't among our followers who survived the purge at the park. Oh, you're her acquaintance. Come to think of it, this was a hospital, wasn't it? And you merely came to visit her. However, even a pebble creates ripples when cast in water. And while I do feel pity for you, your life ends here.
Here we have Hikawa sounding ominous and pretty intimidating too. Look at his demon.
Do not be afraid. All the inhabitants of this world will follow before long. Your time has just come a bit sooner, that's all.
Let's go ahead and run away. Forget this. Isamu told us to get the heck out of here.
What a pitiful attempt. One should face death honorably.
Stop!
Huh?
What? You can't even let one person go? What effect could he possibly have on our plan?
However insignificant he is, I am not a man of exceptions. You know this.
Fine. If you don't spare him, then consider our partnership over.
Such a troublesome maiden. Well, I'll leave the teaching to the teacher. Please leave this room. I would like to enjoy this blissful end.
I'll be waiting on the roof. We'll have a good view of the city from there. Come, see it with your own eyes. Witness that which will change the world.
So it looks like our teacher just saved us in the nick of time. Let's go ahead and actually go back to the roof and see what she has to say. Oh, wrong way. It's actually all the way over here. Back to this side. Yeah, here we go. Someone's up ahead.
What's wrong, my little master? Are you curious about that person over there?
The young boy and the
Is
old
that
woman.
so? My. But right now, we have other matters to attend to. Let's do that afterward.
The child and the old woman have disappeared. Okay, let's go ahead and head to the roof without any further delay. Looks like our teacher has some explaining to do over here.
So, here we are again. I'm glad I intervened when I did. I wouldn't want you to fall prey to a demon. You heard what Hikawa said, right? This world is about to be swallowed by chaos. It's called the Conception, the rebirth of the world, an event which no human has ever witnessed. Everyone outside of this hospital will perish. I doubt anyone would approve of such a terrible thing. But even if we did keep this old world alive, it would eventually lose all its power. The world must first die, for it to be born again. And I alone will carry the burden of its sin. As for regrets, I have none. What matters is that fate reached out and led you here. And it is your fate to live through the Conception. It may actually be more painful than death. But I believe in you. Please. Come find me when it's done. No matter how the world changes, I'll be your pillar of strength. It is my duty as the Maiden to take part in shaping the new world. Meaning I can show you a better way to live. I know it must be difficult for you to understand, but we're out of time. Listen. If you can find me on your own, I promise to tell you everything. The answers to all your questions, and what my intentions really are.
This is actually one of my favorite cutscenes, or one of my favorite intros in all of gaming, you guys. Got this Black Thunder and this cool little background noise music. Look, this is like some Undertaker music right here, you guys. This is getting my heart pumped up, you know. It's getting me going. Dead man walking. Dun, dun. I mean, I can see him already, you know, just the Undertaker with his cape right here, with his baller hat, lifting his head and then putting his eyes up as he commands that lightning strikes it to the earth with this background music, you guys. Oh man, tell me this doesn't give you the chills.
Who would enter my world, reveal your heart to me. You have nothing stirring within you, not even a hint of reason. For the one who will shape the world, this cannot be. Go forth and discover yourself. What will be the legacy of your existence?
Do not be afraid. My little master has taken an interest in you. Pitiful human though you are, he wishes to grant you a gift. It is vital that you receive it, and I'm afraid you have no choice. Please try not to struggle. It will only hurt for an instant.
I don't like the looks of this, guys. What's that thing? Get it away from me. No.
Enjoy your last moments as a human.
Ah, my eyes, you guys. They're getting all bloodshot. We have a nice little cool background, a nice little silhouette over here of us reawakening with all these cool looking tattoos. Look at that. And one
Magatama is the essence of demonic power. With it, you have joined the ranks of demons. My little master is always watching, so please try not to bore him.
So we obtained the Magatama Marogara. From the command menu, you can view and ingest Magatama. Okay. So now we're actually able to look at our stats. So here we have our items. We have that one Soma. That's what we got from the vending machine. We don't have any gems yet, or just have the ID card. No skills, nobody in our party besides us. Our Magatama, this is the first one we have. It's more of a physical one. Imparts physical skills, normal resistance. And we have, it shows our stats right here. Okay. So there we go. Let's go ahead and actually get going. Right here at the Shinjuku Medical Center. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this guy has to say. So, soul, what are you staring at me for? Am I that peculiar? You're the demon here. So yeah, we definitely turned into a demon. If it wasn't that obvious with this little horn right here in our back. And these cool looking glowing tattoos. Look at this. I love this right here. When we stand in shadows, look at how the tattoos just glow. It's pretty amazing. So this door is locked from the other side. And actually, you guys, you can hear something from the inside, from inside the room. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and check it out.
Who's there? Wait. Aren't you that kid I met at the park? What in God's name happened to you?
I've gained new powers.
Huh. Yeah, looking like that? I believe it. That aside, you know what the hell's going on here? Last thing I remember, I was blinded by a bright light. After that, I was in this room. From the look of it, we're in some sort of hospital. Seeing as you're here too, I take it this is Shinjuku Medical Center? Well, first things first. As much as I want to know what's going on out there, it's not exactly safe to walk around. Have you come across any of them yet?
Any of what?
Well, they're definitely not human. My guess is that they're demons. My strange experience, your new look, and these weird creatures Something tells me calling the cops won't do us any good. But damn, if my hunch is right, there's an actual explanation for all this. Though I'd rather not believe it. If this is Shinjuku Medical Center, I can't just rule it out. The conception may have occurred for real. You know, I've seen a barrel like this before. If I remember right, it belonged to a man named Hikawa. He's gotta be behind this somehow. Just standing here talking won't do us any good. Listen, if you're strong enough to fight, could you gather some information while you're at it? I tried talking to what looked like a ghost, but I didn't have much luck. What's happened to the world? And is there anyone else out there? We can only find the answers by finding other people. I wish I could do it myself, but I doubt I'd last long against a demon. Besides, I imagine studying this thing has its own merits. So for now, I'll leave it to you.
Let's actually talk to him again, see what he has to say.
Don't bother worrying about me. I know I'd only slow you down if I tagged along. Hey, I don't plan on dying here, you know. I figure I can make myself useful by studying this thing. Now get going.
Okay, so we're actually gonna go ahead and save here and call it a day, you guys. Just wanted to thank you guys for watching along. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And here we go. Let's save it as a new file, and we're starting all the way back to level 1. So yeah, you guys go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if there's anything that you guys want me to improve in, you know, any positive criticism. I'm willing to go ahead and accept and take in and see what I can improve in. Till next time, you guys, this has been Mercyful. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Nocturne.